episode.
That is true.
Today's episode is specifically us, going over Rose's story, um, and just telling a little bit about herself, the experiences that she's been through, and how that's affected her throughout her adulthood and motherhood. But we're also going to be doing a part two, specifically going over the Epstein files.
Yes, in detail. And all the theories
Yes.
connected and everything that's just like oddly aligned.
Yes.
Talking about it.
Because obviously there's already stuff like this going on in people's homes.
Everywhere.
There's plenty of survivors out there that already have a hard time coming forward. And I feel like now is a time that we need to talk more about this and make this more of a conversation, because the more that we delay the conversation, the more that we put it off and remain quiet, these things are just going to keep happening, and this trauma, the generational trauma, is just going to keep continuing if we don't talk about this, and it needs to be talked about.
It does. Shortly after, figured out I was walking alone to school before GCS took me away. Found out my dad wasn't around and I was hungry. So one time he came over and he got me in his truck. He took me to his apartments behind the Walmart. He cooked for me, told me about himself, being a fire rescue, talking about divorce he was going through, how Miss Kim just marries men to get money from them after she has a kid with them and stuff, and how his two little girls were doing. I used to do dance with that were younger than me. Took me in their bedroom. I played with their toys. He told me about them. I remember being underneath their bed. And then I remember the next thing I remember is being in his room. It's pitch dark. He's naked and on top of me. And I'm just looking over, trying to blank out into the darkness, trying to not, think about it in the moment, trying to just go blank, staticky.
Yeah.
And so, like, after he dropped me off home, I felt so embarrassed. And he dropped me off and put a Plan B in the mailbox, and I took it because he had finished in me. And this man was much older than my dad. And I was so embarrassed I couldn't for the longest time even tell my closest friend what happened to me till a little bit later.
Yeah.
And only then did I even have the courage to tell her after we like ran into him at Walmart, and like he clearly saw me and it upset me. But like I didn't even tell my nana or my sister or anything. So like when I moved to Brooklyn, they didn't know all the shit I'd really gone through and stuff. I just knew I was back.